It's Andy Attacks 1918. Welcome to another Borderlands 3 video. Today's video is I'm going to talk about one of my favourite characters, MOZE. Good thing about MOZE, she has different skill trees. First one, we've got a blue skill tree. Second one, we've got a red or orange skill tree. MOZE has got a green skill tree. Also, she has got a purple skill tree. We're going to start off with the green skill tree. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through each one in total. The total points you get are 72 points in total. And you can put your points anywhere you like, depending on what kind of build you want. So first of all is the Cloud of Lead. Occasional moles and iron bear shots will deal additional incendiary damage and won't consume ammo. Current effect, bonus incendiary damage is plus 9.00%. Every 5 shots does not consume ammo. If we add another point, we will get bonus incendiary damage plus 11.25%, and every shot does not consume ammo. So each one of these you put total of between 5 and minimum of 1 point in. So this one is 4 or 5, you can put 5 or 5. Our next one is called Dakka Bear. Adds a manned turret to the back of Iron Bear while manned. The Iron Bear, its rider gain increased damage. If Iron Cub is equipped, it gains increased damage instead. Because you can only put 1 point in this one. So Iron Bear damage plus 50%, Iron Cub damage plus 20%. As fasten your seatbelt, it's going to be a bumpy ride. I don't really use this skill. I did use it when I first started playing MOZE. So you can put 1 point in that one. Next one is Matched Set. Most currently equipped weapon gains a stacking bonus to a magazine size and every decreased heat per shot for every piece of equipped gear that has matching manufacture. So our current effect at the moment, mag size plus 2%. Our heat per shot is -2. So if we want to put an extra point in there, our mag size will increase, while heat per shot will decrease. You can put a maximum of 5 points in this one, so I've only put 1 or 5. Our next one is Stoke the Ambers. I've put 3 out of 3 in this one, mainly for increased moles and iron bears incendiary damage plus 30%. So it doesn't go any higher because we can only put 3 points in that one. This one is Red is Distribution. You can only put 1 point in this one. So after MOZE scores a critical hit, she regenerates ammo and health for a few seconds. To lower her health, the more powerful health regeneration. Ammo regeneration is plus 5% of the magazine. Health regeneration is up to 2.5 missing health per second. The red distribution is 3 seconds, so we get more ammo regen and health regen, which is pretty good. Next one is Scrappy. I've only put 2 or 5 points in this one. So while moving, MOZE weapon damage, handling, weapon swap and mode switch speed are increased. Our current effect at the moment is weapon damage plus 12.0%. Our handling is plus 19.4%. Our weapon speed is 27.5%. Our mod switch is 27.5. So if we add an extra point, our weapon damage, our handling, weapon swap speed and mod speed will increase in percentage, as you can see at the bottom. Our next one is Russian Offensive. You can only put 1 point of 1 in this one. MOZE can sprint and shoot at the same time. While sprinting, MOZE weapons gain a lifesteal. Current effect is 8%. but you can only put 1 point of 1. Scorching RPNs, this is a very good one, so that's why I put 4 points in this one. MOZE gains increased fire rate and critical hit damage. Iron Bear gains increased hardpoint damage. So our recovering effects are fire rate plus 12, our critical hit damage is plus 16, our Iron Bear damage is plus 20%. So if we add more points to it, we will get extra fire rate, critical hit and Iron Bear damage as well. Our next one is the Iron Bank. This is where we increase our mag size. Current effect mag size is plus 28%. So if we add an extra point in, we will get mag size plus 35. This is Specialist Bear. Again, this is maxed out, so 101 in this. Equipping 2 of the same weapons on Iron Bear increases the damage they deal. So basically, same, because Iron Cub or Iron Bear will get extra Iron Bear damage on their weapons. Click, click, passive ability. Again, we put 3 of 3 points. You can put 2 points in there if you want. MOZE increase gun damage as a mag size empties. The less ammo there is, remaining greater the increase. If MOZE has a COV gun equipped, she gains gun damage as her heat increases. So this would be good to put in if you just want to do a COV build where you use all the COV weapons. You will get extra 60% gun damage. If you put all 3 points in, that's the way to go for COV MOZE. This is one I always put points in, 1 of 1. MOZE gains infinite ammo for a few seconds after exiting Iron Bear. Current effect, some for the road for 5 seconds. So as soon as you jump out of Iron Bear, you gain ammo straight away, infinite ammo, which is brilliant because it literally regenerates. That's why we've got 101 Forge. MOZE constantly regenerates ammo for her currently equipped weapon. Current effect ammo regeneration is plus 5.0 of mag size per second. So you're constantly regenerating your ammo and you're not worrying about running out of ammo. Even if you don't have this capstone, you can still jump out of Iron Bear and have your infinite ammo, but it doesn't. But if you've got Iron Cub, then you won't get your infinite ammo. So just be careful on this point if you're using Iron Cub. If you are using Iron Cub, I suggest your capstone, the regeneration for her current quit weapon. On the right here are different action skills you can use. You can equip them on the top bar at your right and left. So this is the Salamander. Salamander is a flamethrower that deals incendiary damage to enemies at close range. Through the Salamander has infinite ammo, it drains the fuel with use. So go think about that. Fuel economy. Reduces Salamander's fuel drain, and additionally Iron Bear's movement speed is increased after damaging an enemy with Salamander. Fuel drain is minus 25, but we get an extra 50% movement speed for 3 seconds, so that's pretty cool. The chemical warfare. I haven't personally used these action skills, so feel free to leave a comment below and you can tell me which action skills you prefer and the reason why you use these action skills. So this is chemical warfare. Salamander now deals corrosive damage. Additional Salamander's melt damage is increased. And also, when you're using these, see if you can get a good anointment as well in your weapons. In the middle. But I haven't got no anointments to go with the action skills. So try and incorporate your action skills with your anointments with your weapons as well. Next one is Molten Raw. The Salamander burst fires 3 projectiles with increased damage. The first of which leaves a large incendiary area, 100% damage. So that's pretty cool. So that's the right side of action skills. The left side is let off some steam. Minigun deals with more damage as heat increase can be fired for longer before overheating. I've actually got a build what I use for titanium iron bear, and I used the minigun. General winter. Minigun fires a cryo rounds which reduces C and gain fuel. Very good if you're using a cryo build for MOZE. I've not done a cryo build for MOZE, but this is what I would pick as a action skill. So we get a fuel drain of minus 40%, cryo efficiently plus 20%, and converts cryo damage. Exploding bullets. Minigun fires explosive rounds that deal increased blast damage, but the fire rate is decreased. So minigun fire rate is minus 75, but your minigun damage, you get extra 232 damage. Wow. Let me know in the comments below, see which action skills you prefer to use, or any of the skills you've not used yet. So there you go, the minigun. Miniguns are capable of sustained rapid fire. Fire for long periods causes the minigun to overheat, rendering inoperable for a few seconds. Very similar to the COV weapons, because they cool down and the weapons overheat. So if you're doing the COV build, you can literally use the minigun. You can use that one as well, and also maybe I don't know, probably that one, spawning bullets. Let me know in the comments below which ones you use as well, but I personally used not these. Right, we'll go to the next tree. I've not done many builds with the purple tree, but I will go through each one. So this is Iron Cup, baby Iron Cup, as you can see. MOZE summons Iron Cup in place of Iron Bear. Iron Cup equips to however weapon is equipped in the remaining action skill slot. While deployed, Iron Cup follows MOZE and will target and attack enemies for duration. Skills that affect Iron Bear affect Iron Cup. Iron Cup still uses fuel. Makes sense. But uses less of it, deals less damage because it's smaller. So less fuel, less damage. So we'll go through the skills. First of all, passive ability. Whenever MOZE or Iron Bear ignites an enemy, they both regenerate health for a short time. Next rank is, so again, it's like the previous skill trees, you put points in these trees. Some can be 5 of 5 or 3 of 3. Look, they don't really, oh yeah they do. They show you how many points you can fit in the icon above. Not on the tree, but on the card. So we've got 0/5, so 5 of 5 you can put points in here. So whenever MOZE or Iron Bear ignite an enemy, they both regenerate health. Very good for health regen for a short time. Health regen is up to 0.7% per second, and Iron Bear armor regen up to 0.5% per second, duration of a second. So you can put 5 of 5 points in there, or maybe 3 of 5. This one is definitely a big one to use for any build. Is Big Surplus. While MOZE action skill is cooling down, she deals bonus incendiary damage. Current effect bonus damage is 15% of gun damage. So definitely put 2 of 3 or 3 of 3 or maybe just a 1. But I want the most of the gun damage, so I put 3. Next one is really big guns. Iron Bear gains increased damage. Iron Bear damage is plus 4%, so it goes up the percentage. Next one is double time. While MOZE's action skill is active, she and Iron Bear gain increased movement speed. So you could literally put that action skill on and use, say, 2 points, maybe 3. Double time, so 3 of 3, so you get double movement speed alongside the movement speed here as well, so you get 50% plus, so that's 54% in total you'll get there. Harmonicus Havoc. I'm sorry if I misspelled that. It kind of reminds me of a weird word. I can't actually pronounce that one, but there you go. MOZE gains increased gun damage for each weapon, shield and grenade that matches the element of her gun. So let's say she's using a cryo and a cryo grenade, and that one matches the element of the gun. So it's pretty cool. So the gun damage is plus 2% per matching item. And the next one is Explosive Fury. So how many points in this in total? You get 3 of 3, or maybe you can put 1 of 3, 2 of 3. This is MOZE and Iron Bear gain increased status effect damage and status effect chance. Next rank is status effect is plus 9%. Status effect damage is 5%. So you can put 3 points in there. Next one is Fired Up. You get 1 of 1 points. Whenever MOZE or Iron Bear applies status effect to an enemy, she gains increased fire rate for a short time. This effect stacks. So we get fire rate plus 5, duration of 12 seconds, and max stacks is 5. But you can only put 1 of 1. I would prefer to put at least 3 of 3 in there, but sacrifice a point in the biofuel. But that's how it is. Our next one is Nitroterindium. I think I just about pronounced that wrong. I might pronounce it right, so I do apologise. So this is Iron Bear gains increased maximum fuel and action cooldown rate. So next rank is maximum plus 5, action cooldown rate plus 4. So that's pretty cool. Never going to give up. Never gonna give you up. Reminds me of a song. So whenever MOZE or Iron Bear applies status effect to an enemy, Iron Bear gains fuel, this skill diminishes returns. So I think it's Iron Bear or Iron Cub, I'm assuming as well. But let me know down below in the comment if you think it just applies to Iron Bear itself. Because sometimes it don't actually say Iron Cub, so just be careful what kind of build you're doing. So this is Feature Creep. Iron Bear gains increased damage and damage resistance. Iron Bear damage plus 18%. Iron Bear damage resistance is 45%. So how many points in this is only 1 of 1. The next one is Limit Break. MOZE gains increased action cooldown rate whenever she or Iron Bear inflicts status effect on an enemy. This affects a stack. So cooldown rate is plus 4%. Duration is 12, and max stats is 10. You can put 3 of 3 points in this one. So if you're doing a purple tree build, and maybe you want to throw in a animal regen, obviously you'll go all the way down here, so you can do like a purple and green tree build. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of builds that you're currently using. Next one is Superior Firepower. It's like marshmallows on a stick. Whenever MOZE or Iron Bear inflicts a status effect on an enemy, then gain increased status effect damage. Status effect damage plus 20%, duration is 8, and max stacks is 5. And if you want to do the capstone, running on fumes, whenever MOZE or Iron Bear ignites an enemy, Iron Bear does not consume fuel for a short time. That's pretty cool. So you can ignite the enemy, blows up whichever element you're using, I'm assuming, and it lasts for 6 seconds and you don't use any fuel. So that is the purple tree. The action skills is whenever MOZE, so this is fuel for the fire. Whenever MOZE or Iron Cub inflicts a status effect and an enemy Iron Cub's armor is restored. So we get 12% max armor. My little friend, Iron Cub's bars with incendiary flat-off assault rifle to additional Iron Cub's other weapons. So if you're going for a flat-off MOZE build, I have actually got a flat-off MOZE build on my other videos. Feel free to go and check it out. So if MOZE is having a flat-off weapon, so will Iron Cub. Right, baby nukes. Whenever Iron Cub is deployed or destroyed, it triggers a nuclear explosion dealing with massive radiation damage with 60,652. So if you want to do a suicide cub, I advise you to put a nuclear radiation, but you can't use these action skills unless you've unlocked halfway down the skill tree. So if I've unlocked fired up, I can use the Baby Nuke's action skill. Along with, if you unlocked up to here, you can use the action skill as well. So next one is a finishing engine. MOZE gains increased gun damage, and the longer icon has been active, the greater the bonus. Gun damage is 0.5% per second. Again, if you've unlocked the skill tree to here, you will unlock the action skill. So that's the build tree. So let me know in comments below if this kind of skills what you are using and the reason why you're using them. Our next skill tree is Demolition Woman. We'll start from the top. It's a V35 grenade launcher. The V35 is semi-automatic grenade. The launcher grenades are not affected by most equipped grenade mods. So if you're using a different kind of grenade, you will not be firing this mod. It's just going to be like a basic general grenade. Now this is a very good to put points in firing in Skag Den. You can put 4 or 5 or 3 or 5 or 2 or 5. It just depends where you want to put your skill points. If you want to sacrifice a skill point, say here or there, just so you can put max points in here, you can do, like I've done 4 or 5. So whenever MOZE deals flash damage, she deals bonus incendiary damage. Current effect, bonus incendiary damage is plus 12. If I want to add another point to it, we get plus 15. So that's extra 2 points. 12, 13, 14, no, 3 points. I'm sorry. And Grizzled is another to put points in. I'll put 2 or 5 in this one. Skill, kill, skill, killing an enemy. Reduces MOZE remaining action cooldown time. This skill at diminishing returns. So current Iron Bear cooldown time is -2 seconds. If you want to add an extra point, we'll get 3 seconds, probably add another point, probably get 4 seconds and 5 seconds. Means of destruction. Whenever MOZE deals flash damage, there is a chance to add ammo to a current equipped weapon's magazine, I'm sorry, with a smaller chance to return a grenade. So that's pretty cool for this one. So current effect is ammo chance plus 6.7%, grenade chance is plus 4%. So if we add an extra point, we will get an extra 10.0% and grenade chance 6%. And I put 2 or 3 in this build. This is Torque. This is very good if you want to just do a pure Torque build. To Torque weapons, this is where you put your 5 or 5 points in. Torque grows promotion. All splash damage dealt by MOZE has a chance to double in size, and additional MOZE Iron Bear deal increase splash damage. With MOZE it's all about the splash damage, especially with the weapons. Splash damage is plus 24, plus 12% chance to double splash damage radius. So if we put an extra point in there, we get plus 30% and plus 15 chance to double splash damage radius. Very good to put a point in if you're using Torque MOZE Alliance. I say put 5 or 5 in there, but you might have to sacrifice a point somewhere else. This is Stainless Steel's Bear. You get 1 or 5 points. I'll put 1 or 5. You can do 4 or 5, 3 or 5, 2 or 5, depending on the points where you're putting them. Iron Bear gains additional armor, increase maximum fuel, and increase damage. Maximum fuel is 4%. Iron Bear armor is 6% plus. Iron Bear damage is plus 4. If we put an extra couple of points in, our percentage will go up in our maximum fuel, Iron Bear armor, Iron Bear damage. Next one is Pull the Older Pin, passive ability. MOZE grenades have a chance to score a critical hit, dealing greatly increased damage. Sources of critical hit damage do not affect grenade critical hits. So our critical hit chance is 20%. If we put an extra point, we get 30%. Auto Bear, very good to have Auto Bear if you're actually using just Iron Bear. After MOZE exits iron bait, it will remain deployed for a short time. While auto bait remains active, it will target and attack nearby enemies until its duration ends. Then it will charge at the enemy and self-destruct. So suicide, iron bear, suicide. Pretty cool. Vampire. There's points in there is 1 of 1. Vampire, the available points you can put in is 2 out of 5, what I've done, or you can do 4 of 5, 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 5 of 5. But again, just be careful where you're putting your points. So whenever MOZE damages an enemy with a thrown grenade or iron bear, deals are damage for every enemy hit. She restores a portion of their missing health, and iron bears receive half the bonus. So it splits basically. Restores 80% missing health per enemy hit. So if we able to put 5 points in there, our percentage will go up. So if I put an extra point in, I will get 12% missing health per enemy. Why can't I carry all these grenades? At the moment I put 2 of 3 points. You can do 3 of 3. Again, just be careful where you put your points. Increase MOZE grenade carrying captivity. Current effect grenade captivity is +2. If we add another point, we'll get +3 grenades. So you've got 6 grenades, yeah, you get added extra 3 grenades. This one is to the last. MOZE gains the ability to throw grenades while fighting for your life. If she threw a grenade before gaining second wind, a grenade is refunded. So you throw a grenade, it didn't explode, but you revive, you get grenade back. So we put 1 of 1 points in there, that's on the max you can have. Next one is explosive punctuation. Again, the points I put in is 4 of 5. You can do 5 of 5, either 5. Again, be careful where you put your points. When MOZE deals splash damage, action skill cooldown rate is briefly increased. Action cooldown rate is 32%, so if I maxed it out, we'll get 40% plus action cooldown rate. And the capstone is short fuse. Whenever MOZE deals gun damage, there is a chance of a secondary explosion entered the target. Current effect, secondary explosion is +20%. Secondary explosion is 50% of gun damage. So that's capstone at the bottom with 1 of 1. Very good for this build. Right, our action skills. This is the Vanquish Rocket Pod. When you activate these skills, try and get a good anointment on your weapons as well. Sometimes you get extra reload speed, extra damage as well on your anointments. The Vanquish Rocket Pod is a rocket launcher capable of rapid firing volleys. So I'll put, there you go. Launcher capable of rapid firing volleys, up-guided explosive rockets. Next one is active tracking. The Vanquish Rocket Pod now fires a homing rocket and increased reload speed. As the magazine size, hold down LB and aim at the enemies. Destinate up to 6 targets and releasing 5% launches of volley of homing rockets to destinate targets. And you get 25% plus reload speed. Targeting softening. A Vanquish Rocket Pod deals greatly reduced damage per rocket, but fires 6 rockets spread and halves the magazine size. Additional enemies hit Vanquish Rocket Pod, rockets take increased damage from all sources. This is the hammer down protocol. Instead of a volley of conventional rockets, a Vanquish Rocket Pod launches a single rocket with a nuclear warhead, dealing with massive radiation. It's like 600% radiation size. So that's pretty cool as well. So you can literally equip this, and you can, if I want it on both sides, so on both sides, and we can use some of these. So I'll put on that one, maybe on that one. You can put them, so I mean you can swap them around like that. So you can literally have him side by side, which is pretty cool. or we want to change to this one. So there you go. You just need to play around with it and just pick the one you feel comfortable with. So let me know in the comments below of action skills that you are using. So rocket pod, active traffic, tanking, softening, and the nuke. We'll go to the left side, action skills. Shape charge, direct hits, 50 feet, 35, deal increase. Occasionally the V-35 fires a singularity grenade that pulls in nearby enemies before exploding every 7th grenade. So you can literally swap them around to here, to here. So there you go. I'll probably do that to that. Like I say, you can mix them up and see how it works for you. So drop a comment below and it'll be interested to see what action skills you are all using. So this is mid-skill chairs. Occasionally V-35 fires a singularity grenade that pulls in nearby enemies before exploding. And this lock and speed load. V-35 rocket reload speed is greatly increased and now fires a 5-round burst. So pretty good, and you get good reload speed. So that's your blue tree and your demolition woman. So this is red tree. So this is the railgun. This is what I use personally. So our first one is Selfless Vengeance. Again, points is 3 of 5, or 5 of 5, 4 of 5, 3 of 5, or 1 of 5. Whenever MOZE reloads and she loses a small portion of her health, she grants additional auxiliary damage to her and her allies rounds for a few seconds. Current effect. Bonus auxiliary is plus 9% of her gun damage dealt. Current health removed is 3%. Selfless Vengeance is 8 seconds. So if we want to add another point, our next rank would have been bonus auxiliary plus 12% of gun damage. Current health removed is 4%, and our Selfless Vengeance is 9 seconds. Security Bear. Iron Bear gains a bubble shield that reduces damage taken. So he basically has like a bubble around him, basically. The shield deactivates if it sustains too much damage, reacting after a short cooldown. If Iron Cup is equipped, it gains damage reduction. So bubble recharge delay is 5 seconds, 50%. Iron Bear max health is added as shields. Iron current damage reduction by 50%. That's even on that one. This one is Armoured Infantry. While MOZE shields are active, she gains damage reduction, increase gun damage. So current effect, gun damage is plus 6%, damage reduction is plus 6%. So if we added an extra point, we'll get gun damage plus 9 and damage reduction plus 8. Drowning in Brass, another favourite of mine to use. Killing an enemy grants MOZE a stack of Drowning in Brass. For each stack of Drowning Brass, MOZE fire rate is reduced, but gun damage is increased for her and her allies. So current effect, gun damage is plus 16% per stack. MOZE fire rate is minus 2.0 per stack. Max Drowning in Brass is 3. Drowning in Brass duration is 15. So if we add an extra point, we will get gun damage plus 20%. MOZE fire rate is minus 2.5. Stacks is 3 and it lasts for 15 seconds. I have put 4 points, 4 or 5 points in this one. Thin Red Line, passive ability, we've purchased it. Portion of MOZE health is reserved and cannot be restored, but a maximum shield is increased amount. Current effect is 80% plus 80% max health restored, reserved and added to max shields. But we do get an extra 2 points from our class mod as well. flood off of impunity. Again, if you're using a flood off only weapons builds, this is where you get a good points in. But we've already put 2 or 5 in. So MOZE maximum shield and shield recharge rate are increased and she gains resistance to shot damage. Current effect is shield recharge rate is plus 8%, max shield is plus 12, of shock damage resistant is plus 26. Yeah, so if we've only maxed it onto 2 or 5, but we can max it out if you've got enough points. So it just gives you our next rank. Shield recharge rate is plus 12, max shield is plus 15, and shock resistant is 35%. When you do these kind of builds, have a look on your class mods as well, because you get extra points in your class mods. As you can see there, we've got weapon crit damage, 39% plus damage, and 35 weapon damage. So we get extra points, extra 3, and extra 2 points. Fuel the count of ass. You only can put 1 of 1 points in there. Entering Iron Bear causes MOZE and her allies' shield to immediately begin recharging at an increased shield recharge rate. Shield recharge rate is plus 25, so we can only put 1 of 1 points in there. Experimental munitions. If I've said that wrong, I do apologise. Whenever MOZE or Iron Bear scores a critical hit, they deal bonus incendiary damage. Current effect bonus damage is plus 15% of damage dealt. We can only put 1 of 1 points in that one. Behind the Iron Curtain, you can put maximum 3 points in this. MOZE shield recharge rate delay is reduced and a shield recharge rate is increased. So if we max it out to 3, or put an extra point in there, your rank will increase. So if I put 1 in there, it will get 11%. If we put another 2, another 3, probably get about 11, 12, maybe 15% in total. And this one is desperate measures. We get 3 points from our class mod on this one. So MOZE gun damage and Iron Bear's weapon damage are increased depending on how low their health is. Lower their health, the greater the increase. So the greater the increase for us is gun damage is up to 50%. And it's up, the next rank is up. So if I didn't have extra 3 points in here, well, I get 3 points from a class mod. That's what it will be. Our next one is Phalanx Doctrine. You get 5 of 5 points in here, but I've already gone up to Desperate Measures. This is Kill Skill. After killing an enemy, MOZE gains a stack of Phalanx Doctrine. For every stack of Phalanx Doctrine, MOZE maximum shield and gun damage are increased. Each stack lasts up to 30 seconds. And there's no limit to this, so you can go higher and higher and higher. So you get plus 2 per stack, max shields is plus 3, and the doctrine is lasts for 30 seconds. This is like a skull on a shield. All the points in here you can put 5 of 5. This is force feedback. Whenever MOZE scores a critical hit, her shields immediately begin charging and she instantly regains a portion of her shield. So next rank shield is 10% of the shield value. So you get 1 of 1 points in this. To capstone this red skill tree is 10 accrues defense. Whenever MOZE's shield is fully depleted, she instantly restores a portion of her shield and her gun damage, and it's increased for a short time. This skill can only trigger after MOZE shields are fully recharged, so remember that one. Gun damage is plus 30%, restores 5% of your shields and your duration, so that's pretty good for the red skill tree. Alright, let's talk about our action skills. We'll start on the left first. Hail on Wheels. Railgun now fires a superheated rounds that deal incendiary damage but increase fuel per shot. So you can have that on either side, that's what I tend to do. Captive Armature. so you can have it on either side. When a railgun hits an enemy, it changes to nearby enemies, dealing reduced shock damage to more targets. When you're doing this again, have a look at your anointments on your shields, class mods. Maybe you get an extra 50% railgun damage. Maybe something on here as well. So it's pretty cool. So try and incorporate your action skills with your class mods and weapons. Just get that extra damage as well, because on here it's pretty cool. So that's that one. This is corrosive sabot round. Railgun now fires a specific round that deals reduced damage and explodes after short delay. Railgun shots have reduced fuel drain and mag size increase. Again, you can have these on either side as well. Fuel drain minus 50%, railgun 15%, mag size plus 2. Confidence, but these don't go up. They literally how they stay, unless you get increased damage in your class mod, your shield, your grenade, or any of your weapons. Right, on the right side is bare fist. I've never used bare fist, so comment below which kind of action skills you have used for Iron Bear as well. Bare fist is a peanut driven fist that deals a massive damage to a single target at close range. Wild swing. Whenever bare fist hits an enemy, it deals a random bonus elementary damage to the enemy and all enemies nearby. Elementary damage plus 35%. This is close distance. Instead of punching, bare fist now launches its forward and grabs enemies at gravity increased range, dealing shot damage and pulling them back to Iron Bear. Right, I can't press this one because I haven't gone all the way down to force feedback. But this one is bare fist is now capable of sustaining rapid fire and punching, so it's like basically. Additional bare fist has reduced fuel drain, deals bonus shot damage with each hit and deals reduced damage. Shot damage plus 60% damage dealt and fuel drain again. Depending on what kind of build you've got, see if you can get a good reroll on your anointments at the bottom, or maybe something sneaky, pretty cool in your artifact. So they're all our action skills and our skills we can use on our skill trees. Like I said, you can swap anytime you want. So you want something like that. You can swap them anytime you want. But I personally use that. That's my personal choice for the victory, so feel free to make a comment below and tell me your preferred skill trees you like to use for MOZE, what kind of builds you like to use for MOZE. Do you want pure fire damage, incendiary damage, or have you done a build for cryo MOZE? I'm thinking about doing a MOZE for cryo, so yeah, we can play around with that, and any other builds you like to do for MOZE. So this is actually Torture Inferno MOZE. You can check out the video in the other videos on YouTube. This is my own personal best build with MOZE at the moment. So guys, that is the end of my video for MOZE with skill trees and action skills and all the stuff you can play around with this build. It's absolutely brilliant. MOZE has always been my all-time favourite. Feel free to leave a comment below what kind of builds that you are doing for MOZE at the moment, or any advice you want to, not sure where you want to put your points. Feel free to come over to my Twitch channel. It's AndyTactMoZe18. I mainly stream on my days off because I am a part-time content creator here on Twitch. Also, if you'd like to go and follow me over on Instagram, it's AndyTactMoZe18. Also TikTok, AndyTactMoZe18. and also Twitter, aka X. That's where I tend to put a lot of my content and where I self-promote. Also, feel free to join the Discord as well. And also, depending on what kind of drinks you like to drink, I am currently partnered with Dubby as well, one of my favourite drinks at the moment. They are based in Canada in America. It takes about 10 to 12 days to deliver to the UK. And if you like to take a little bit of discount, you get 10% discount. You put ATK at the end in the checkout. I will leave the link for you to try out these drinks. They are absolutely amazing. Again, big shout out to Dubby as well. Thank you guys. So that is the end of the video. I'm going to try and do some more videos about MOZE, and if there's another Vault Hunter you want me to do a video on, that'll be awesome. Feel free to press a like onto the video, and feel free to subscribe to Borderlands content I'll be creating here on YouTube. So like, subscribe and share if you'd like to share into any of your groups you're in, or any Discords that you're in yourself. So I'm going to end it like I always end it. For me, humbly, my sidekick, you can't actually see her at the moment, but she's there in the background. Alright, everyone, thank you for watching this video. Stay well, stay safe, look after your friends, family, loved ones, and also take care of yourselves. Bye for now.